Good morning, chicks and chickens. Welcome back to Old Man Farm. My name is Sid, as always. I forgot we moved around these fireplaces, but I am kind of into it. So go very tired me. I did something. I did something I'm happy with. But let's go ahead and check our fortune. Don't think it matters, but they are very happy today. So never a bad thing to know that the spirits are not actively seeking your demise. Okay, so, fruit. Yes, let's grab that. But before I get into anything else, I just want to say I will be streaming tonight. I'm playing Moonstone Island. I have been waiting on this game for a hot minute, and as I was sitting there, lamenting, possibly ruining, my looking for a game, the prospects, I saw that, and I was like, oh, I guess this came out in the last couple of days, because that's how I keep track of things. I get excited for them, don't look when they come out, and then just sit around and be upset about it. So anyway, it's out. It is a cute little game. It is legitimately, it is Stardew and Pokemon combined, pretty much. You grow crops. You have you can build your little plot of land and your farm and all that, but you also go around and catch and train spirits to help defend you, and yeah, I don't know, it's very cool. I have played about 20-30 minutes just to find out placement for my setup over on Twitch, because like where I can put my camera and stuff, because I have a nice new camera. I'm using this mic that I use to record. So we are all set up for it to be slightly less amateurish. So I am excited. And, hey, even if you're not super into Twitch and whatever, I'd appreciate it if you pop over and give it a try. The description is, or the description's in the link. The link is in the description. But if not, as always, it will be uploaded to the VOD channel. And you should definitely check it out. I legitimately think that if you like Stardew, you will like this game, at least in theory. As I said, I haven't played a lot of it yet, but just in theory, I am crazy excited for this, because I had actually, if you've been watching for the last few days, I have been looking to find some spooky games, which, speaking of, we had a suggestion for one, and it looks great, so thank you very much. That's probably going to happen sometime throughout October. I will be playing this game called Guilt. Looks fun. But yeah, I've been looking for spooky games for October, but I don't know that every day is going to be spooky games, but at least weekends for sure. So that being said, I think this is going to be something we might play for a hot minute. This might turn into a pretty active streaming game. And as I said, if you're into Stardew, Pokemon, or for some insane reason you like hearing me ramble, definitely pop over the stream and check it out. But anyway, enough about that. Let's move on. Got more truffles. Okay, so what was I saying? I've totally forgotten. Okay, well, Robin is making our stable, which is exciting. Poke is mesmerized by the fire. She's turned into one of those characters from Game of Thrones. I don't remember what they're called. But okay, let's see here. Oh, one other thing I wanted to get out of the way early here is I'm not gonna name drop you because because quite honestly I did not ask before doing this, but we have someone who both watches here on YouTube and is part of the Discord that recently had gallbladder surgery and is in recovery for that. So I hope you have a swift recovery, and yeah, hope you're doing well. So anyway, beyond that, I feel weird because I did not ask, but also that was vague enough that I think that that was okay, right? I think so. But okay, drop off a few things. And let's take Victor something. I don't know him very well, but that is no reason to avoid his birthday, I suppose. And I know we had some things we were supposed to be doing. Cherry bombs. Okay, you know what? We'll go to the mine. Why not? We'll go to the mine, and we'll see about getting a. Actually, whoops. Well, too late now, Sid. We'll see about getting some more iron and things like this. Excuse me, kitty. Jeff, please, dude. It's just like in real life. I went down last night. I was up pretty late, futzing around with my Twitch settings, and I went downstairs to go to the bathroom, and he completely intertwined himself in my legs and nearly tripped me, and I wasn't particularly happy about it, as one could imagine. So, I am off today. It's actually as soon as I'm done recording this, because I am recording this the day of, as, you know, I try to do. I am off, hello Dusty, to, there is a bagel place near me. And of course, you know, as I've said, I live in Ohio, so, you know, whatever, but this place's whole claim to fame around here is that they get bagels shipped in from New York. So, whatever. I don't know, you know, the amount of truth to that. I don't really care. They're tasty bagels, and but they do bagel sandwiches and such. But they are downsizing. They're going from a shop and a food truck to just the food truck. I guess it's, you know, just becoming too much of a cost to keep a sticks and bricks shop open. So this will be the last time to pop over there. So I'm pretty excited to go check that out for one last time. No, I'm trying to give you this. I like this. Thanks. Wait, that's Martin. That's not Victor. Hold on now. Who's Victor? I don't know who Victor is. I'm a moron. Oh, we have so many people in the game now. And we are not friends with Victor. That's Sophia's kid, isn't it? I think it's not Sophia. Olivia. Yes, it's Sophia's kid. Let's go pop in here and check that out. I think this is their house. Oh, yes it is. Honey, I just don't understand why this process is everlasting. Everyone at me for all of my creative ventures. I'm trying, Mother. There aren't any jobs this far away from the city. You can come work on my farm. Oh, he's got a Sega Genesis and an Super Nintendo. Do you think you'll move back to Zuzu City? No, I have no intention of moving back there. I want to stay here in Stardew Valley. Gotta screenshot that. Well, you'd better start applying yourself more to finding a job nearby then, Victor. Oh, gotta screenshot that too. Hi, everybody. I'm here to interrupt this tender family moment. I'm stepping outside to get some air. How's it going, Olivia? My apologies, Sid. I lost my composure. Victor gets defensive when I bring up his career. He's very bright, top of his class in school, and he always has his nose buried in some obscure book. I don't know why he hasn't found a job yet. Well, because intelligence does not equate to being a good employee. I feel as if he may have gotten too comfortable living at home. I worry for his future. I have business I must attend to. You may stay and browse the library if you wish, dear. I don't, but I kind of feel for Victor now, quite honestly. Victor Frankenstein, where are you? Oh, I'm not giving him the mutant carp, that's for sure. Wow, their house is gigundous. Okay, I guess we gotta go attempt to find Victor. Anyway, as I was saying, I am going to go to that bagel joint. I'm probably going to grab a couple of bagels. I don't like to get too many because I am not the type of person. I do not like to freeze bagels and reheat them, and or really any food if I don't have to. I'm not a fan of freezing and reheating things. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just if I don't have to, I try not to. I try to eat food as fresh as I can, and that's not like it's not like me hating on or throwing shade at any frozen foods. Like there's certain frozen vegetables that I use for, like, you know, my stir fries and things like that. So I don't dislike it. It's just something I try to stay away from, especially bread. I read this article on comorbidity of complex trauma and borderline disorders, and it's been stuck in my head for days. That's a lot. But hey, I am no stranger to having weird things stuck in your head for days there, Floor. Okay, I don't know where this fella is, so it kind of sucks that we walked in, got his cutscene, and then he's not there. But whatever. For the moment, we're just going to go to the mines. We're going to go low. Where do you think would be the best spot to find iron? Well, I guess we need copper as well, don't we? Well, we'll just go to 100, right? Why not? Oh, we should catch a lava eel at some point. Oh, well, here's gold. I believe we needed gold. Actually, let me check real quick what these take. Instead of going in blind, the Sid way. We do need gold. So, gold, iron, and copper. I suspect we need more gold than other. As in, I believe we're probably the lowest on gold. But, anyway. That's good. We're lucking out. I guess it ended up being useful that the spirits are happy today. So, speaking of happy, oh no! I had this strange memory pop into my head yesterday at work. When Carry On Wayward Son came on the radio, and it's funny because when I think of that song, I don't actually even think of the original. I think of the band Dream Theater, if anyone is familiar with them. And to be honest, I'm not really familiar with them. I only know them from this one story, and this is a bit of a long one, so buckle up. But when I was in middle school, high school-ish, roughly, we had, and I want to say this is the most like rich person thing story that I could ever have. And it definitely paints a inaccurate picture of my life growing up. I was not a wealthy child growing up, which is I'm happy about it. I'm not complaining. But but anyway, in that time there was a lot of clubs in school, and I was encouraged to be in clubs, you know what I mean? And whatever, I hated some of them, I liked some of them. But I'm not gonna lie, most of them were just in service of me hanging out with this one girl that I wanted to hang out with, right? And as such, and her parents were well off. That's where this kind of comes from. Her dad owned a funeral parlor, and well, the business of death is it's a booming. And anyway, there was one club call. It was Ski Club because I don't know, within like 45 minutes of where I grew up, there was a again, it's Ohio, so it's not a mountain, but there were some hills that they had a like a ski place. I don't even know what you call it. And they had like the fake snow machines in case there was no snow and blah 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 blah. But she was in this. She loved skiing. Her family was like, let's, go to Europe and go skiing and whatever. So they were actively into skiing. I had never been. I'd been cross country skiing, but I had never been properly skiing, like downhill skiing, in my life. Because if you know anything about skiing, at least around where I live, going to the ski, I don't want to call it a ski resort, that makes it sound bigger than it is, but going to an area where you ski, it's not cheap. Renting skis is not cheap. Buying the equipment is not cheap. So I never did any of that stuff. But I really wanted to go, and I didn't get to go for the first couple years, but there was 1 year I did get to go. And again, it was mostly just to hang out with her, but turns out I enjoyed it. I tried snowboarding, I was garbage. I tried skiing, I was garbage. But then she had these little things, they were called snow blades, right? And they were essentially just really short skis. But I have been rollerblading since I was like 4 or 5 years old, so it felt very natural to me. They're very easy to use. So I was all about it, I was having a good time. But they still required, because I had never been skiing and I wasn't a member, they required me to take lessons, quote unquote. Really? Full inventory, huh? Let's see, let's get rid of these seeds. Don't need those. Get that crap. Okay, so they still required me to take lessons. Well, the instructor that I got, looking back on it, was probably, you know, he was probably in his 20s, early 20s. Like, dude, yeah, he could not have been very old. And he was real, you know, looking back on it, again, I was a bit of a naive child, but looking back on it, this guy was definitely, he was definitely a bit of a stoner, you know, real, whoa, bro kind of guy. And he was a lot of fun. And after a couple of times down the slope, he was like, yeah, dude, there's nothing I can teach you. Again, not because I'm some prodigy skier, but because these snow blades are just obscenely easy to use. So he was like, you know, hey, whatever, do you like music? And me, being, you know, a child that doesn't realize you're not supposed to go places with people you don't know, because I'm a moron, I was like, yeah, I love music. And he's like, cool, let's go to my truck. So we did. And don't do this. I want to say, if you are, if you're listening to this and you think it's a good idea to go to people's vehicles unsupervised, when you're a child or really of any age, don't. It's a bad idea. But this did not result in anything bad happening. It, oh crap, we do not have a warp. So you know what? We're gonna have to get out of here. But he ends up taking me to his truck. We sit in his truck, and he pops in a CD, and he was like, yeah, I think you'd like this, because we were talking about different bands we liked. And it was a band called Dream Theater. And so he's showing it to me, and he ends up being, you know, because I was into it. It was cool. It's like, it's really guitar heavy. And at that time, I was very much into guitar-based music. Given that, you know, when I was like 13, I had just recently taken up learning guitar, so it seemed, you know, like a fit. And anyway, he ends up popping that CD out. He gives me the CD, and he's like, here, you know, you can have this. Like, it's a burnt CD. I got all this back at home, you know. And so that's my story of how I found out about the band Dream Theater, and made a poor decision that luckily did not turn into a traumatic memory. So yeah, I don't know. Not really sure what the point of that was, why I just told that story, but it is one of those moments in my life. Like, I have a lot of those. I have been quoted as saying, you gotta go down some dark alleys to know why you don't. I don't know that I necessarily agree with that as an adult, or rather, I don't think I agree with that as advice. I'm okay with that as advice to myself. It is an outlook I tend to have, but I think it's terrible advice. You shouldn't put yourself in possibly compromising situations like that, but I tend to do so. I don't know why. I don't know. But anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But let's go ahead and clean up a few things around here. I forgot to take that. We need to take the mutant to, oh crap. But first we gotta take the mutant to the aquarium. But let's go ahead and, you know what, here, we'll do some more kimchi. But, okay, so I guess as we're winding down here, also I realized I didn't pad out my, my controller this time, so you've probably been hearing that clicking, and I am very sorry about that. I am the worst. But yeah, if you're still hanging out at this point, you know, as always, I really do appreciate it. I know not everyone, and I would say probably the majority of people do not make it this far into my videos. So if you're one of the people that do, I really, really do appreciate it. You know, A, because the fact that this is entertaining to you and that you stick around for it really is the actual most, like, complimentary thing I could possibly get. It's just, I'm very, very glad. That really is the best thing for me, is, like, I love knowing that this is, you know, I don't know, I love knowing that this is enjoyable to people. So, thank you for sticking around. What am I doing? Sid, what are you doing? There we go. How many, so, cherry bombs. I want to make bombs first, because those are the ones that will most likely be using if we fail this. I don't want to make 1 billion cherry bombs, if we're not going to use it. Anyway, let's see how many we have, though. We have 1. Okay, so we need to make 28. Can we do it? Let's see. No. But still, like I said, if we do not manage to get this completed, I'm not that bent out of shape about it. We will use the bombs. But okay, let's go get to bed before we pass out. Let's check our weather tomorrow. What are we looking like? Oh, a storm. Okay, well, we'll get another battery. That's never a bad thing. Excuse me, Jeff. We forgot to turn off our fireplaces today. But okay, well, as always, I appreciate you guys hanging out thus far, or at all, but the people that haven't made it thus far won't be hearing this, so whatever. But, oh, I forgot. Did I even say what time I was streaming? I don't think I did. I might edit that in post, because I'm an idiot. But, yeah, I am streaming today, 4 to 6. I may stream later on in the night. And then I'm going to stream again on Sunday. And I think that one we're going to do, I think we're going to do 4 to probably like 7-ish, 4-ish, whatever. So point being is, if you tune in anytime between 4 and 6 and then on today or Sunday, I will be streaming. And we're going to be streaming that awesome little Moonstone Island game. So I'm very excited. Yeah, please come over and check it out if it at all interests you. It's just I've put a lot of work into trying to get the whole situation looking nice. So, yeah, pop on over. I'd appreciate it. But even if not, I will still talk to you tomorrow. So be good to each other. And good night. The order of that was really weird, and I don't like it. But made this bed, I'm gonna lie in it. What the hell was that?